It's your second-round pick.
The rookie up the middle. Cook to the end zone and a touchdown.
Buffalo Bills second round 63rd overall draft selection in 2022. James Cook has had 19 rushing attempts with 7 targets through week 6. Hey Bills Mafia, welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. In today's video, we're going to take a look at every single opportunity that James Cook has been given in this crowded running back room. Quickly comparing James Cook's stats to New York Jets second round 36 draft selection Breece Hall and Seattle second round 41st overall draft selection Kenneth Walker. Hall and Walker have dominated James Cook in rushing attempts, even with Walker playing in one less game than both of them. Breece Hall has 57 more rushes, or 10 more rushes per game more than Cook, and Walker has 25 more rushing attempts, which is 5 more rushes per game than Cook. Even receiving attempts, Breece Hall has 12 more receiving targets, and Walker has 1 more than Cook. Hall and Cook share the same 5.1 rushing yards per attempt, and Hall's longest rush yard of 34 yards is only 1 yard longer than Cook's longest of 33. Each share a fumble this season. Let's get into this game study review to determine whether running back James Cook has deserved more chances to make a play. Week 1 versus the Rams, he had 1 rushing attempt for 2 yards, but a fumble that we all remember. We'll get a different angle on it here, and I really think this was just a great play by the Rams defense. We're going to break it down a little bit slowly here. James Cook does a great job reading the gap, reading the hole, but the defender comes right in there and puts his hat right on the ball. I mean, what a great defensive play. You just fly in and put the hat right on the ball. But still, you'd like to see Cook have 2 hands on the ball, you know, going in there. James Cook in week 2 had 11 rushing attempts for 53 yards. He averaged 4.8 yards a carry, and he also had 1 target in the passing game. A lot of Cook's attempts came later in the game, but it was still good practice as their starting line was really still out there. Coming into this season, we had a lot of the players on this offensive line miss time. That included Dawkins, Saffold. In this game, you're going to see that Mitch Morris, our starting center, is not out there. And on this play, you're going to see the center really get beat bad. Point here is that the offensive line really did no favors for James Cook. You're going to see the center get beat pretty badly. Fortunately, the defender just doesn't read it and doesn't see that James Cook got the ball. He's running the other way. Ryan Bates initially blocks the right guy, but lets go of him, and that's the guy that ultimately makes the tackle on James Cook. Now, I know it's a highlight reel for James Cook, but 71 Bates should have really locked up that linebacker and blocked him to the sidelines. There's an opportunity for James Cook to catch a touchdown pass from Josh Allen, but he falls to the ground. Now, you could argue pass interference on this play. The defender definitely makes contact with him beyond 5 yards. But James Cook falls to the ground. Notice how fast he can get downfield. He really utilizes his speed. Look how fast he gets down there. This is the matchup nightmare we're talking about. James Cook on a linebacker. This should be a touchdown 110% of the time. The next opportunity for Cook, it's a sweep play. Got all the blockers there. He cuts it back. So let's see, was this the offensive line or James Cook again? James Cook, he gets the ball. Let's see who's blocking who. Looks like a lot of blockers, right? James Cook, I think, makes the right call. You have a guy on the outside, containment. James Cook really makes the right cut back. 33 is kind of getting blocked by the field goal post, but he's there in that hole. It's tough, so I think he makes the right call, cutting back along. James Cook getting fed the rock versus the Tennessee Titans, gets a sweep the other way, running towards the perimeter, only another couple yards. Love seeing Josh Allen under center with Gilliam, the fullback, in motion, and then they pitch it to James Cook. Look at the blocking going on here. You're going to see on this play, Roger Saffold not getting to the linebacker in time. James Cook getting tackled by him. This is what they mean. It takes all 11 to run the ball. All it takes is one player on the offensive side of the football to screw up, not blocking their man, right? He missed 53 and he gets tackled by him. Let's continue to use some motion at the line of scrimmage for James Cook here. Josh Allen hands it off and James Cook goes nowhere. See James Cook with that delayed step, allowing that guard to get over there, that pulling guard to get over there, Ryan Bates, and play goes nowhere. Now on this play, I think it's really James Cook not utilizing his vision properly. The play is designed to go that way, but really the hole is backside. You guys could see the lane. If he was just a little bit more patient, I know that delayed step is supposed to make him and force him to be a little bit more patient, but if he was just a little bit more patient, he could have seen that hole backside and avoided number 95. We got Deion Dawkins and Bobby Hart going against 95 here, double team, and he still somehow somehow gets through. You know, if they just held him up a little bit longer too. Here we go. James Cook's longest run of the season so far, 33-yard gain. Everyone blocking, doing the right thing this time. Deion Dawkins had enough blocking out here on the perimeter for James Cook. And look what happens when everyone does their job and they block. 33-yard chunk play. This is why I like James Cook on these sweep plays, right? It gives him time to read the offensive line, let the play develop. James Cook with the draw, uses a little patience there, a little hop step, picks up 3 to 4 yards. You're going to see him, right? Kind of delayed, little delayed step, reads the little crease in the defense and cuts in there. Love these little hop steps that he's taken here. Let the play develop. Use that patience, find the hole. Shows great vision, right? He sees the hole there, sees it's not there, hops back the other way. Those are stacked at the bottom of the screen. They hand it right off to James Cook, who sprints, only picks up a couple. See the blocking here, what went wrong. James Cook gets the handoff, sees the hole, 30 kind of blows up the hole. He blows up the hole. The Bills have Jake Kumaro in motion against safety, number 30. Boom. And he blows up that hole on James Cook. Later in the game, they were feeding Cook. He gets another little sweep pass here, shovel pass. Great motion, great scheme call. Look at the offensive lineman move over. James Cook, good, decent blocking. Decent blocking. Another draw play that I think Cook could have bounced outside. He had the blocker there. He could have taken it outside, but instead he just dove right up the middle. If Cook had a better understanding of this offense, he would have understood that Quentin Morris, number 85, was going to come over and help block him, and maybe he would have been able to take that outside. I'm going to see it again here. Number 85 coming over. James Cook decides to just kind of go up the middle. Even Keenum on the play is kind of like, oh man, he should have bounced it outside. It was wide open. I think this is more so practice for the offensive line too. Like, it takes two to tango. It's not only James Cook, it's this offensive line, right? So they're working on it. This is week 2, late in the game. After week 3 versus the Miami Dolphins, James Cook had 1 carry for 3 yards, but 5 targets and 4 receptions for 37 yards. Here's James Cook in motion, and Josh Allen throws an incomplete pass. When I first looked at this play, I wondered if James Cook ran too fast trying to get to the perimeter, but that's not the case. Really, they're putting him in motion to get there as fast as possible. So then I asked, was it Josh Allen not throwing the ball to him quick enough? Neither are the case. Look what happens to this offensive line. They need to block better and give more time to Josh Allen. Completely gets beat too fast. 71, Ryan Bates again. Josh Allen just could not step into this throw, and the ball had no velocity on it and just couldn't get to James Cook in time. Last week, we utilized Cook in the run game. Now we're utilizing him in the passing game, doing such a good job shaking and baking there after the reception. Yards after catch. Here's the other angle. You're going to see James Cook get the ball very quick, shake and bake, always trying to get downfield. Turning upfield. Josh Allen gets the ball in his hands quick. He puts his foot in the ground, turns it upfield, getting upfield, always moving upfield. These draw plays and delayed steps for James Cook is all giving him patience, all letting the offensive line develop in front of him, opening up running lanes. This offensive line is a work in progress, and we're just going to see everyone kind of locked up. Everyone's locked up on a man, which is great to see. James Cook has the ball. He reads it. Maybe should have probably continued to take it towards the perimeter. Top of the screen, you are going to see the safety jump in. So maybe he did see that safety. But again, if he did go to the outside, he could have picked up an extra few more yards. Cook getting involved in the passing game again. Really gets the ball. Hard pass from Josh Allen. Josh Allen throwing a hard pass to James Cook. Kind of up high, too. He's got to go up after it. Catches it, comes down, moves upfield. James Cook is going to get another reception here from Josh Allen. This is just a matchup nightmare. Matched up on Ingram. There's no way he's going to catch James Cook. And before the season started, Singletary said that James Cook would be teaching him things in running routes. Week 4 versus the Ravens, James Cook only had 1 target. He had no carries. Here's the lone target, the only target to James Cook versus the Baltimore Ravens. Drops it. Should have been a catch. Just look at how fast this play develops, and also James Cook kind of getting tripped up. He gets tripped there, reads it, but it should have been a catch. Week 5 versus the Steelers, James Cook had 4 rushing attempts for 31 yards and a touchdown, averaging 7.8 yards a carry. It takes all 11 run blocking, and the tight end doesn't really do much there, kind of gets blown up. The unique formation here with Josh Allen handing the ball off to Cook, a little draw play, goes nowhere. Let's see, was it James Cook or the offensive line? And one problem here, look at James Cook and the depth. Right? His eyes are in the middle of the field. He's debating whether to go left or right. And I'm sure he sees 41 in that hole. And if he went further out wide, he's got another player way out there, 31. So I think he makes the right decision and just cutting upfield. And here's James Cook's touchdown run against the Steelers. One thing that benefits him is them having to respect his speed. And I think it stretches them horizontally, right? So when you see the ball get snapped, they're going to have a little bit of containment on the perimeter, thinking that he's going to go outside, but they surprise him and knife right up the gut. Watch James Cook knife right in there, reads the defense, reads the hole, the other hole, and gets right in. Ball gets snapped. James Cook has the ball. He's reading it right now. Look at all this. This is just great blocking and vision by James Cook. You're going to see Dion Dawkins and Saffold take care of their men, and then it leads a huge opening. Ball gets snapped. Boom. Hayward is out of the picture. Saffold knows that 97 is not going to get to James Cook. James Cook sees the hole opening, and he runs right for it, finds the crease, sees the other hole, runs right past Minkah Fitzpatrick for the touchdown. Another delayed handoff, draw play, RPO for James Cook, using patience on this play. We know how fast James Cook is, but see him take those short little steps, nice and slow getting in there, nice and patient. Gotta let those blocks develop, let those lanes open up. Actually was MVP for my high school football team playing running back, and a lot of it was guessing. A lot of the times you would almost have to predict when a hole was going to open up. I listened to an interview from Ricky Williams when I was a kid, and he would relate it to painting the field with your feet. James Cook does a great job utilizing his vision. Versus the Chiefs, James Cook had 2 rushing attempts for 8 yards, and Zach Moss was inactive. Here's the first run for James Cook, and you're going to see a decent job here by this offensive line. Actually, a blitz. They do what they can against it. He still picks up some yards. It's his second rush for James Cook, and he just takes what he can get. 3-4 yards. 4-yard rush. He averaged 4 yards a carry in this game. Gets right in there. While we all know James Cook to be a fast speed demon running back, at times he's shown patience, and he also shows an ability to run between the tackles. As the season progresses, I do expect the Buffalo Bills to utilize James Cook a lot more, even considering that we are passing the ball 59% of the time. Let me know your thoughts on James Cook in the comment section below. How do you feel James Cook has played through the first 6 games of his NFL career? If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It keeps signaling to me that I should keep making these game film study reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go Bills. Peace.